Every single line in this famous Renaissance sketch follows a highly specific, remarkably rigid, and deeply mathematical logic. The Vitruvian Man has spent centuries as a definitive map of human anatomy. Leonardo was attempting to visualize a solution to a mathematical problem that was considered impossible to solve. To understand Leonardo's intent, we have to look past the human form and focus strictly on the laws of geometry. The drawing engages with an ancient mathematical dilemma known as squaring a circle. Calculating the area of a circle involves taking the value for pi and multiplying it by the radius squared. The area of a square is calculated by multiplying the base by itself. The challenge is to construct a square that possesses the exact same total area as a given circle. This is impossible using classical geometry. Because the nature of pi is infinite and uncontainable, the two shapes can never be perfectly matched. This irreconcilable equation frustrated scholars from the ancient world straight through to the Renaissance. The Roman architect Vitruvius argued that geometry was a universal language, perfectly reflected in architectural design. Vitruvius observed that the human navel acts as the exact mathematical center of the body. By placing a fixed compass point on the navel, a perfect geometric circle can be drawn around the human form. He also noted that a human's arm span has a nearly perfect one-to-one correspondence with their total height. These equal lengths allow the entire human body to be perfectly contained inside a geometric square. Vitruvius used these two shapes, the same shapes that had paralyzed ancient mathematicians, to measure the human body. Leonardo utilized the writings of Vitruvius to address the squaring a circle problem. He used the total surface area of the human body as the baseline equivalent for both shapes. Leonardo designed the sketch so that the human figure is anchored at the center of both shapes at the same time. He bypassed the impossible numeric calculation by making the human form the unifying geometric denominator. During the Renaissance, this geometric exercise intersected with a movement called Neoplatonism. Philosophers followed the Great Chain of Being, a concept from the 4th century that organized the universe into a rigid hierarchy, from God down to demons. Mankind's place in this chain was locked in the center, trapped between a mortal body and an immortal soul. The philosopher Pico della Mirandola presented a radical objection to this static arrangement. Pico argued that humans have the unique ability to choose their own form, whether they want to descend the chain like animals or ascend it like gods. This shifted the definition of humanity from a static object to a dynamic force. Leonardo's sketch illustrates this philosophy of movement and choice. In the drawing, the man occupies two different poses for his arms and legs. By changing his position, the man fills the boundaries of both the circle and the square. If geometry is the language of the universe, this sketch suggests that humanity can exist within all its elements. The Vitruvian Man remains an icon because it shows that mankind is a variable capable of resolving the universe's greatest paradoxes.